Hello YouTubers, this is Thumbie38 with another video, and this time you're watching that I have a stack of NES games, 9 games total, and the special thing about this is that they are all the titles, well, not all, 75% of the titles that I used to own when I was a kid. I am still missing 3 games, and those are Joust, Commando, and I forgot the other one. What's the name? And Trojan. Not to be confused by the condoms. As you could see, the games were pretty good for, you know, this collection. Back in the day was awesome, and it is, except maybe for 1 or 2, but let's just review them quickly. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Who didn't know Mike Tyson back then? He was the big badass boxer, and fighting him at the end was really awesome and very difficult to beat. Bionic Commando, a super game, better than the arcade. Actually, the arcade is a lot different than the NES version. Section Z, another arcade conversion that is great. Has less colors, but the action is there compared to the arcade. I will say it's arcade perfect. Pro Wrestling, that game is not. It's still fun. You play with a friend or your frenemy, but it hasn't aged very well. Rygar, better than the arcade as well. It's a NES version. It's not exactly like the arcade. It's more RPG-ish. It's a great game. Still nowadays a great game. 1943. World War II shooter, great conversion to the NES from the arcade, really good, recommended. Then you have I have Life Force, also known as Salamander in Japan. This game was another conversion from the arcade to the NES, and it's still awesome today for me. Great graphics and sound and playability is great, and also if I'm not mistaken, the Konami code works on this game. And then goes another one, Deadly Towers, the infamous one. It was hard to play because you never know. It was hard to tell where to go. And back then there was no mapping. You have to draw your own maps to try to find a pattern or where to go. But that was back in the day. I hate the game. I don't know if I finish it or not, but it's not worth it to play for me nowadays. Ghosts and Goblins, another great conversion from the arcade to the NES. It's really recommended. It's difficult as hell, and it's very famous for that, for his difficulty. But it's still very manageable to play in little chunks. So you have been warned. That's all, YouTubers. I'm just missing 3 games: Joust, Trojan, and Commando. I will post another video if I get 100%. Remember, I got all these games from Goodwill and Craigslist. I never use eBay for this because that will be too easy. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Bye bye. Section Z.